What's up, family? Welcome to episode number 2 of Sacred Conversations. Last week was absolutely phenomenal. We dabbled in some deep discussion about what it means to be I, what is I, and what does it mean to be connected with your inner self, right? And that really set the precedence. It set the tone for the conversations to come for this series. We'll be here every Thursday. Oh, Key just texted me. She's on her way. Yes. Today we're going to be talking about. Hey, Courtney. Oh, thank you. I feel like I'm shining. I could feel it. So I received that fully because I feel it. I feel like I am shining. I feel like I am in just such a space of deep gratitude. It goes deep. I'll save that for another time, another place to dive into that conversation. But today we're going to be having our episode on love's dual edge, kindness meets conviction. And I'm going to read the episode description when my soul sister Key jumps on live so that we can really set the tone for what this conversation and this discussion is going to be. But it really is something that I dabbled with for a while on how to show up in a world that can sometimes be fucking cruel, that can sometimes be harsh. And when you show up from a space of purity, not perfection, but from a space of purity, a space of innocence, without the understanding, the understanding, the perspective, the awareness of the world, you can find yourself in a lot of really complicated situations, a lot of harmful situations. And when you identify with the concept and the idea of being quote unquote nice, and you make that a form of your identity, even in the face of abuse, even in the face of mistreatment, even in the face of injustice, you continue to show up in a very passive way, and in a passive way that just perpetuates the cycle and leaves you trapped in circumstances and situations that are harmful and that cap your growth and that lead you into spaces and environment that are not good for you, that aren't good for your soul, they're not good for your being, because you cling so tightly to this identity of being nice. And so I had to let that shit go, pretty much. But in letting it go, I did not lose the core and the essence of who I am. And so I say it all the time, I'm kind, not nice. I'm kind, not nice. And what does it mean to be kind? To be kind means that I lead with empathy. I lead with understanding. And even in like the face of the harshest situations, in the face of like just people that probably don't deserve my compassion, don't deserve my empathy, don't deserve my understanding, I still lead with it. But I'm not nice in the sense of passivity. I'm gonna later once Key jumps on, I'm gonna read the definition between. I should actually pull that up in a second. The definitions between kind and nice and the differences of what that is and what that means. To be nice just means to be agreeable. It means to be passive. And in being nice, a lot of times your voice goes silent. Your feelings go silent. What you need goes unheard, and you continue to adapt and morph to other people's dysfunction, all for the sake of not being mean. And what I came to realize in this journey is that when somebody is not at a space of inner understanding of self, or in a space where they have yet to develop the skills and the tools for conflict resolution and conflict management, I'm going to bring Key on, even in your purity, you will be my full truth. And it's been such a privilege to get to this point in this space because it gives me so much power over my own life. Hello, soul sister. Oh,
Peace, love.
all the love.
Yes, yes.
Mm. Oh, it's so good to see
You as
you.
well. Oh my
Mm,
goodness. Mhm.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yum, I'm
Mhm.
excited. I'm so excited. For those that don't know, this is my soul sister Key. I went to one of her events. Was that this year? That was this year. Yep, this
Yes.
year,
Yes.
Freedom Fest, and I was divinely guided to attend that and to attend it in service. And I didn't know why. I was just being intuitively led, intuitively guided by spirit, and literally, as soon as I saw her, I was like, "Oh, mission
Click.
understood. I
Yeah.
understand the assignment.
The
I know why I am here." And so I think we lost you. She'll jump back on, but our relationship has been nothing short of divine and pure and liberating and mirror reflecting. Let me see if I can get her back in here. Let's see. Let's try that. I might have to exit and come back because Instagram be doing its thing. Let's see. I'm gonna try and invite one more time. If not, we're probably gonna jump off and jump right back on. Oh wait, here we go. I think we're here. Let's see. Boom. There we are. I think we're back.
Okay, okay, I'm back. Oh,
Okay, perfect.
Instagram
Of
hating
course,
already. That was quick.
already.
That was so quick.
That was so fast. They said, nope, it's okay though. It's okay.
It's all
We keep it
right.
going and keep it pushing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this has been an absolutely beautiful and divine connection and a mirror, such a mirror in so many different ways. And so I'm really, really excited to dive into this conversation, because for me it's personally something that I've been integrating, something that I have been like sitting with, something that I have been moving through, and I feel like I am at this space of crystallization. I'm at the like on the edge of it, and I know that this conversation is going to bring so much just grounding and like certainty in it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read our description of what, well, before I do that, Key, how you doing? How are you doing? Let people know who you are, and just a quick tap in before we even get to the nitty gritty of the conversation.
Peace. I am well. I'm present. I am present. I'm grateful.
Mm,
I am divine. I am love. I,
mm,
I am loved. I am here. Um, yeah. So a little bit about me is that those that don't know, I am Key Divine. I'm a poetess. I'm a holistic healer, if you want to use those terms. I'm a light body being. I'm a love-hearted individual. I'm a vet. Just little spice about me. But most of all, I create events, as you spoke on a little bit earlier, and I'm a mother. And so, yeah, I'm also an advocate for divine love. That's
mm,
in my bio. I talk about divine love a lot because that's what saved my life. Really, is
mm,
discovering self love and then taking that path to divine love, my divinity. And
mm.
so I do practice heavily in the spiritual realm, a lot about divine love. And so yeah, I'm gonna actually share my piece, my love piece here. Whenever ready. Peace, love. Just give some shout outs there who's on the line right
Yeah,
now. Let's show some love.
absolutely.
Y'all give some hearts.
Yes.
Yeah, give some hearts. Give some hearts. Give some
Thank
hearts.
you for
Give some
joining.
hearts. Where
Thank you
y'all
for
at?
being here. Let's see who we got on. We got Joe, Sydney, Drea, Sacred Soundscape, Smokey, Stella, Absolute, chilling and hanging out with us right now. And we're just
Love.
infinitely grateful for y'all being here and journeying with us through this conversation. Um,
Absolutely.
so what I'm
Absolutely.
going to do is I'm going to go ahead and read the description, of what today's conversation is going to be about. And then I want to jump straight into your poem. And then we're
Yeah.
just going to flow. We're going to allow ourselves to be guided by wherever the conversation goes from there. Super excited. So today's episode is Love's Dual Edge, Kindness Meets Conviction. In a world that often paints love as a passive, gentle force, Love's Dual Edge, Kindness Meets Convention challenges this one dimensional portrayal. This episode delves into the multifaceted nature of love, one that nurtures but also fiercely protects. It's an exploration of the intricate dance between leading with kindness and asserting indomitable boundaries. We discuss the imperative balance between the serenity of love and the fire of self preservation, dispelling the myth that true compassion is synonymous with meekness. By embracing the entirety of our being, from the gentle whispers to the warring tempests, we free ourselves from societal shackles that label us as good or bad. Instead, we champion the innate right to honor, defend, and
That's
most
right.
importantly, to love ourselves in all our complex glory. It's a call to recognize love's true strength, its dual edge.
Hey. That's right.
Mm,
That's right. Hey, y'all show some love, show some heart, because at the
mm,
end of the day, I'll love you. I will love you, but don't mistake that love for weakness or my kindness for stupidity.
mm,
I some of y'all know, y'all been following me. I went in Destiny. I went in. I went on it. So I'm gonna share a piece about love because love has been my greatest teacher.
mm.
I'm a Cancer, so I love deeply, but at the end of the day, don't mess around,
Yep.
and find out. I'm just saying, we stay ready, okay? And so some of y'all know this piece. Can you hear me good?
I can hear you so good. Yep.
Okay. Some of y'all know this piece, Love, my love poem. And the inspiration behind this is there's many reasons behind this love piece, but ultimately I want people to know that love is so many different things. It's not just romance. It's not just, what you see on the TV. It's deeper than that. Okay? It is you and I, and at the end of the day, love, it has many hats, many faces, many phases as well. And
Mm,
so, before we get into the sword of things, before we get into the other side of love and how love can be fierce, let's just talk about the softness first,
mm,
and then we'll slide our way into the other side of love and its protection. But
mm,
yes, give thanks for this moment. I'm very grateful to share.
mm,
Love, love so much it hurts to stop. Love so bold, love so free. Love, you have to pay attention to it just to have it, to hold it, to mold it, to never let go of it. Love it until it turns cold, old. Love to make it stay. Love to make it go away. Love so bad it hurts so good. Love
mm,
unconditional. Love under all conditions. Love with one intention, one love. Love right, love wrong, love true, love me, love you. Love with three dots at the end because there is no end. Love abundant and never stop. Love makes love. Love takes love, love gives love. Love, joy, and pain. Love after all that love again. Love deep, love long, love easy, love hard, love through every season. Love for no
mm,
reason. Love until the street lights come on. Love until the gods call you home. Love until the heavens stop and listen. Love until the skies open up and pour out purple rain, because love is what it sounds like when the doves cry. Love without asking why, because love won't lie. Love can love forever and never and still survive. Love,
mm,
if you keep it and you grow it and you love it, then love, love, love will never die. I love
mm,
you. Please remember to love you too. So
mm.
yes, that's that piece. Thank y'all so much for the
Yes.
for the gratitude. Yeah, yeah, these snaps. Love so
Mm,
much. Yes, that part. Give
mm,
thanks for sacred soundscapes on the line. Yes,
mm.
it's love so much it hurts to stop. I'm just gonna get into it if it's okay.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
wild. You're right. We're right on the same line, the same place. So please do,
yeah.
please do.
we're often convicted for being lovers.
Yeah.
I mean, put on trial, hung just we are guilty before we're proven innocent. And our innocence is a lot of times tested as well, with being naive and being ignorant and being what they say stupid your love is mistaken for kindness.
Mm.
And so, a lot of times I find myself in the past. I've learned a lot from love in the different phases of love, leading up to self love, of course, and knowing my worth. But sometimes we'll love so much that we forget ourselves. We forget
Mm.
how strong we are. We'll go to the depths of our soul to how much we love a person, and it's actually showing us to be weak, in their eyes. But it takes a lot of strength to love somebody.
Mm.
It actually takes a lot of strength to love someone rather than hate someone. It's easy, just that quick. It's easy. And we get hated on for loving. Yeah, get some hearts. We're no haters on the line, hopefully, but those of you who've experienced this hate, this discrimination, this prejudice, this unknowing energy that comes when you love unconditionally, when you
Mm.
give your love freely,
Mm.
when you love a person before they love you,
Mm.
if that makes any sense. I can say I love you, my beloved kindred tribe. I love you from my
Mm.
heart to your heart. I love you because I feel that. But if you don't know love, if you don't know you haven't been loved properly, you don't know love itself. You had a bad love experience, or you over loved, or whatever it was, then you wouldn't receive that. You'd be like, what you
Mhm.
mean? Why you loving me? You
Mhm.
put a time frame on it, you put conditions on it, you put terms and all that on it, and that starts to turn into conviction. And so then we want to prove our love. Like I need,
Mm.
like, look, let me show you
Let
what
me
I went through to get
show
this love,
you.
okay?
Yeah.
I can show you better than I can tell you. And a lot of times I have to prove myself, find myself proving my love to people, and like, hey, look, just let me love you. Be
Mm.
still, let me love
Mm.
you. Be still and know this is true love. But then here we go with breaking our boundaries and breaking our own rules of loving too deep,
Mm.
loving too long, loving too much,
Mm.
love imbalance. And so I find that when you put source, when you implement divine love, that divine love acts as your protector. That
Mm.
divine love acts as, okay, look, we're not gonna give too much too soon. Okay, we're not gonna let this love lead us the wrong
Mhm.
way. It gives you that discernment, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
time you've experienced it before,
Yeah.
right? So you're loving someone that's like, dang, they don't love me back.
Yeah.
So let me love harder.
Let me
The
love
narcissist,
harder. Yeah. Yep.
but
Yep. The
you know
easiest
what I'm
ones to
saying?
fall into that with. Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
the ones that
Yeah.
need it the most. Let me love
Yeah.
harder. So then we get into that tough love when I've experienced tough love with my parents, and I'm just gonna be open and vulnerable if that's okay. Y'all give some hearts and support
Absolutely.
real quick. But yeah, just knowing that your own parents, it's hard for them to accept love. That it's
Mm.
hard to accept the love from their own seed. Because a lot of times children are not born in love. Let's just get to it. Let's just get to it. It's not born in
Yeah.
love, and so then we have to find our way back to love of source. That divine love again. And so being born in love and then being born out of love, those two come together at some point in life so that we can
Mm.
teach each other. And
Mm.
so when we meet, it turns into sometimes violence. It turns
Mm.
into abuse.
Mm.
It turns into heartbreak. But these are lessons.
Mhm.
I've learned a lot of lessons. Okay, get some hearts on the line for that.
Yeah.
Those love
Yeah. The
lessons in
lessons
love,
of love
right?
are deep.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And then that's made me tough. That's made me be a soldier of love.
Mhm.
Shout out Sade. I just didn't get it. I was like, hey, if I'm loving somebody and we all in love and stuff, then we shouldn't be at war.
Yeah.
But right,
Yeah.
right. So
Yeah.
where's that? How did we get there? How did we get to this place of war when we started out in love? And
Mm.
our, everything is love. everything is love. It's just confused love, misused love, mishandling the love, but everything is love at the end of the day. And no matter how much it hurts, love so much it hurts to stop. You have to, control yourself when it comes to how much you give out and how much you receive. And I had to
Yeah.
learn that too. I learned that too. But one thing that's been on my mind, let's get into it.
Yeah.
Like this past 60 days, I've been learning, and I'm very grateful for this lesson that you can't let people mess with you.
Girl.
Like, you know, this is just gonna be a no for me.
Yeah.
Negative.
Yeah.
Like
Negative.
no fake love. Like no
Yeah.
fake love on the line.
Yeah.
Please dismiss yourself right now and call a friend, tell a friend to get on this live so they can learn real love. You can move out the way so we can get to the real love.
Yeah.
This just not accepting any more invitations to the fake love. And
Yeah.
when you know someone's faking the love with you,
Yeah.
when you know,
Yeah. And
and you
that
just like you just
only
can't.
comes through experience and through learning through what inauthentic love looks like
Right.
through the trial and errors of loving so hard
Mm,
and giving yourself and trying to prove yourself over and over and over again that you get to a space where you're able to spot it, you're able to see it, you're able to feel it, you're able to understand it. And then,
right.
like you said, comes that time where it's like you reach this threshold of, okay, enough is enough. Enough is enough is enough is enough. I'm done.
Yeah.
And it is so conflicting. I love what you say. You always say kind, not stupid. Kind, not stupid. And I always say kind, not nice. And
Right.
kind, not nice.
Oh,
And getting to a space of like recognizing the difference between holding space for compassion, holding space for empathy, holding space for clear communication, holding space for understanding, and ultimately holding space for love, but recognizing that love does not come in one form. It does not come in unconditional love, does not mean unconditional tolerance. It does not
yeah.
mean unconditional acceptance of behavior. And it was such a challenge to get to a point of like understanding that, especially when people also use your love as a weapon against you.
Mm,
So now they take that love that you so freely gave, so freely gave, freely poured and poured and poured and poured, and then now it becomes the same weapon that's used against you the moment you decide enough is enough and I'm going to walk away. Oh, you don't love me.
huh.
Oh, you don't love me. Knowing
Mm,
that, oh, I love you so much, I have to leave.
yes. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Love to make it go away.
Mm,
Because you have to know when to, go ahead and love yourself more.
mm,
If it's not being
mm,
reciprocated, if it's
mm,
not balanced. That's the thing about, the spirit of love is that once you get to divine love, it's abundant. It becomes
mm,
blissful. You know, um, being in the heart space of love, you already know the chakras align, and you have to keep it moving up. You have to keep it the flow going. You can't stop in the heart space. I tell this to my mentees all the time. It feels
yeah.
good. Oh, it feels
Yeah. Ooh.
it's so delicious.
Ooh,
Don't
it
it
feels
feel
so
good?
good.
Yes. Okay. But we
Hmm.
gotta you have to meet me, we have to be able to talk through things. We have to be able to see through things. We have to be able to know each other and then also ascend to our higher self. And that's real true love.
Yeah.
That's real true love. When you want to the romance and stuff, that's not
Hmm.
it. That's a watered down
Hmm.
love. It's almost
Hmm.
there, but it's not it. And it
Yeah.
feels so good. It feels so good that a lot of people get stuck in that place. A lot of times people get, sex confused with love, passion
Mm.
confused with love. And I mean, I'm a passionate being,
Yeah.
and in the moment of passion, I'm like, "Ooh, I love you," But I know that I know that it's just not gonna stop right there.
Yeah.
Show me how
Yeah.
how we can grow in love. How can we grow in love and continue this flow going and make longevity of it? I'm gonna hit on Jada real quick because Jada, ooh,
Ooh.
Jada and
Okay.
Will. That's yeah. I'm just gonna hit on Jada because Will he had enough already. Let's let him make it. But Jada, is she said something about it got to a point of where the divorce was a topic, and me being some of y'all don't know, but I'm an open lover as well. You know, I support poly and non-monogamy. And so with that being said, they explored that a lot in their union because of, I feel, the point of evolution.
Mm.
When you get to the point of evolution where you need to evolve, the conditions start to fade. You start that tug of war, you know, you go back to war again. It's
Mm.
like, look, I want you to, you know, stay right here. Yeah, because this is where you love
Mm.
me at. But if I'm evolving, why don't you love me through that evolution?
Mm.
Why don't you continue to love me there? And she talks about that a lot, and how, you know, it got to the point where they just stayed together, and that's her best friend. And so it's just like, we don't have to separate. There shouldn't have to be a division, you
Yeah.
know. The duality of things, that kind of, we kind of get to the point of duality where it's like, hey, if you don't love me, then you hate me. Why
Mm-hmm.
don't you love me? No, no, no,
Mm-hmm.
no.
Mm-hmm.
I am
Mm-hmm.
growing, you know. I'm growing the love. I am evolving in love. I'm prolonged. I'm like, you know, stretching, expanding in
Yeah.
love.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of static starts to happen.
Mm.
um
I feel
and
like
so
a lot of confusion also comes from like our like obsession with labeling things
mm,
and with like naming things to be a specific, naming our love, right? Putting our love in a box or a category. And then when the conditions, as you mentioned, of that category, of that box begin to shift, we then question the love instead of just questioning the condition. And
right,
so, and so relationships, the context of a relationship can change. The amount of time we spend together, the way that we relate, the way that we define the expression, not the love,
right.
but the expression, the manifestation of the
Mm-hmm.
love that is infinite, and it can be painted in a plethora of ways. And as we evolve and as we change, that landscape can change,
Right.
but the love can still remain. But we get so attached to the labels that if I
There we
say,
go.
okay, I no longer resonate, this label, this box, this cage, as someone mentioned,
Yeah.
that we have placed this love in, I can no longer exist within it and be the fullness of who I am, the fullness of my being. And so I need the box to expand. I need the
Yeah.
cage to expand. I need us to maneuver. I need us to change and shapeshift. But our egos become
Yeah.
so defensive and so afraid. And there are so many relationships that in the past, in the lessons of learning, that I was so quick to just discard the relationship in totality, to say, you know
Ah,
what, it's not working in this way. Throw away the whole person, throw away the whole, just throw the whole person away, the whole person just gotta go. And then in hindsight, recognizing that there was that love, and then I still carry that love with me to this day. That love
yeah.
is still there, and I'm like, in the maturity, in the mature mind that I have now, in the mature space of love, the space of love that transcends labels and transcends boxes
That's right.
and transcends cages. Now I can look and I can say, oh, I can still love you here
Yeah.
in this space, and I
Yes.
could have continued to love you and create harmony in another
Mm.
construct of our relationship. But I was so quick, as soon as things got uncomfortable, soon as the narrative, it was ringing in my head over and over again through so many different mediums and avenues of like, and I get it, but there's a like fine balance between the saying where it's like not letting anyone disturb your
Yeah.
peace, right? But there's
That
always
part.
a point of break. There's always going to be a point within relationships where that the moment of growth ain't always peaceful. Sometimes it's rough and it's hard and it's uncomfortable and it makes your skin crawl, but love sustains it. Love holds you in peace. But the environment isn't always just the zen. But I was so quick to be like, any sign, the whole person gotta go. The whole person gotta go. And so now being in a space where love is so abundant, like you
Yeah.
mentioned
Yeah.
before, oh, it's so abundant, so infinite, and there's so many ways for it to express itself.
Yes. Yes. And that's
Yeah.
that's the whole part about going to war for your love and for your
Mm,
peace. You have
mm,
to fight,
mm.
and it's not about you're fighting your partner. It's not about you fighting the enemy. It's about the inner me. It's about
Yes.
the love on the inside. You have to actually go through the turbulence of fight or fight or flight. Like, is this uncomfortable? What you gonna do? It's uncomfortable.
Yep.
Love is tough. Love is really it is resilient. Love is the ultimate. And so
Mm,
if you set yourself up to say, okay, I'm gonna do this love thing, and a lot of
mm.
people is like, I ain't doing the love thing, and they choose the it's crazy, but it's unfortunate, but they do they choose the road of hate.
Yeah.
They choose the road of evil. They choose the road that is like, hey, I'm just gonna be negative because
Yeah.
things that didn't go my way, and so I'd rather accept things in this way. I accept the bad before I accept the good, and so we're painting a scenario of things not going right. But at the end of the day, love always wins. Love
Mm-hmm.
always wins. You are going to lose in love before you win in love,
Mm,
over and over and over until you
mm,
surrender. Until you
mm,
surrender. Period. And so
mm.
I'm me being a soldier of love, me being a general of love right now, like this is the throne that I sit on. And
Yep.
so I'm not gonna let anybody dethrone me. Like
Yep.
this is not happening.
Yep.
It's no, you
Period.
know,
Yeah.
period. Like this is the
You don't get
kingdom
to take
kingdom of
that
love.
from me.
No,
Yeah. And it's like
no,
you
I
get to
earned
a
it.
point, right? And it's like when you get to that point, the relationship, the connection has already cost you so much to hold on and to give your love in an unconditional way has already cost you so much that when it
That's
comes
right.
time for that moment, there is no way that I'm going to give that away too. I'm going
Right.
to give away my ability to love you so deeply, even as I walk
Right.
away. I'm not
Right.
giving that to you. I
Mm-mm.
will not hate you. I get to keep my love. I get to
Right.
love you in spite of. I get
Yeah.
to love
Yeah.
you because of.
Yes.
And that is mine. And there's
Yeah.
no, absolutely not.
Yeah. Exactly.
Absolutely not.
It's not
Mm-mm.
happening. It's not happening.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna love you
I'm
anyway.
gonna love you
I'm
anyways.
you know what I'm saying? Like anyway, always, for always. Okay.
Yep.
And it's
Yep.
it's
I
it's
don't
just
need you
what
to
it is.
get it. I don't need you to understand it. I don't need you to receive
No.
it. I don't need you to want it. I get to love freely. And that is
Right.
what I choose.
That's
That is
right.
what I earned. And so
Mm-hmm.
I will love, period.
Yeah, that caged bird gets to come out and love freely. That's the expansion of love. So those who have experienced domestic violence or any kind of domestic situation or restraint or conditions, um, just speaking from experience, okay,
Mm-hmm.
give the hearts for support.
Mm-hmm.
It comes to a point where you where the love is not reciprocated, but it's also not received because there's
Yeah.
a block there. And so what happens is that block is removed, it's lifted, and people are so sensitive to the energy. Peace, my love. People are so sensitive to the energy of love.
Yeah.
Love is going to purify you. Love is
Yeah.
going to put you through the fire. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
like that again. Picking up your sword of love. Like people, like, look, this is not no easy win. It's not, and this is not something. Again, don't mistake my kindness for weakness, because love is not what you
Yeah.
think. It's not what you think.
It's
It's
not.
not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's
Not at
not.
all.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
oh, you love so hard, you love so easy, and you just no, 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 no,
No. Mm-mm.
no. For me,
No.
for me, for me to sit up and see the love, the purest, the most purest part of you, and love you, even though you are acting in your ego, even though you're acting in the lowest level of yourself, even though you dogging me out, even though you putting your hands on me, even though you talking to me crazy, and I'm through it all, like black eyed and everything. I'm just gonna love you through it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like you said, I'm gonna love you through it. I'm gonna walk away in love. And so
Mm.
that was tough. I experienced it. I know some of y'all on the line, my mentees that are on the line, sending you love. You that was so strong of you to let love guide you out of that situation.
Yeah.
Let love,
Love.
um, that love, period. And it's a four-letter word, you know. And so I tell people all the time, it's an easy word to say. It's easy.
Mm.
It's an easy word
Yeah.
to say, but when you apply this word, then it's gonna get a little tough.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
show me your love. What does this mean? What does this word mean?
Yeah.
What does love mean? You know, I I say love over 100 times in that piece I shared with you, and it was inspired by my latest son, you know, who's no
Mm.
longer who transitioned, and so the love that I have is still growing. That's still it's still abundant. It's still everlasting. And how do you continue to love that long? How do you continue to
Mm.
love in spite of? How do you do that? You have to be strong. You have to be strong.
Yeah.
So for you to come at me and think that I'm weak because I'm loving you at your
Right.
at your weakest point, I'm
Right.
loving you while you weak. How how
Right.
how am I weak and I'm loving you throughout your weakness because I can see
Mm.
you. You know,
Mm.
I can see where you need love at, and I'm applying it there. I'm applying that healing love, that healing power of love to you, and you mistake it as weakness.
Mm.
But then, don't let me snap. Don't let it snap real quick. I will
Mm.
go off. I will go off in love. I
In
will love
love.
you real
Yeah.
good. You know.
Yep, yep. The
You know.
purifying flame. I always say in love, light, and purifying fire.
Shoot.
Both. In
Okay.
love, light, and purifying fire. May everything that comes
Sharp.
out of my mouth be, oh, so sharp, so
Yes.
piercing, so
Yes.
penetrating.
Yes.
Something that else that was really interesting as I began to like really ascend into divine love. You mentioned it earlier, the sensitivity that people
Yes.
have towards love. I realized that there came a point in a situation that I was experiencing that was incredibly psychologically and emotionally abusive and teetering on becoming physically abusive, where I realized that my love itself was the trigger, that as I loved that the way that I loved, how I showed up in love, the pureness of my love triggered the darkness. And so
Mm-hmm.
realizing that, coming to like a understanding that even how love can even become almost like, dangerous is the word that comes to mind, but to
Yes.
love so deeply, how it can become something that is dangerous. It becomes the
Very.
very thing that can be your demise. And
Yes.
so when I recognized and saw that, that's when my boundaries actually started off externally, because my love is so deep. And I typically learned, for the beginning, for most of my journey, I learned from my external experience inward. And so I learned how to have boundaries around my love, how to have discernment around my love, when I realized that my love was causing people to spiral, causing people to lose their shit. And I was like, okay, wait a second, hold on. Wait. I began to realize the power, the
Yes.
potency
Yes.
of my love, and
Yes.
realizing that not everybody is ready for
No.
that. Not everybody can receive that. And some people, in the face, in a mirror of love, they cannot stand what they see. And to
Right.
see it, it destroys them. And because I love you so much, I don't want to destroy you.
That's right.
I create a boundary over the way that I love, how much love and not even how much I love, but how much access I give you to my love. Because I
That's
know
right.
that my love can destroy you because you are not ready for it. You have not done the work to receive it. You have not met yourself deep enough to receive it. And I will trigger you into something you're not ready
That's
for.
right. That love, it exterminates the demons.
Mm,
You know, um, those boundaries of love. Let's just hit those
mm,
boundaries real quick.
this is so good.
It's important to have boundaries with love because again, I'm just gonna speak for the cancers. I don't know how the rest of the zodiac loves, but cancers, we will flood you with love. Okay,
Mm,
and it's because we've been waiting to give it. We've been waiting for ultimate to just
yeah.
give you what you need, the nurturing love. Because a lot of people don't get that, and they long for it. They desire love. But you have, like you said, you have to meet yourself there first. And I didn't know that. I was just like, this, we all out here just loving.
Right.
Like, we all just,
This is not. This is not.
I had,
This is not what we're doing.
this is
I
not
was
what I'm like.
confused.
I was really like naive, like, so y'all not over here loving and stuff?
Yeah.
Like, what's happening? What are we doing over here? Like, you not loving yourself? Like, you don't know love?
Yeah.
Like, and then, like you said, you have to protect your love, and it's very dangerous. And so, the moment I realized that I can empower others with my love, and then I can also, whoop, whoop, okay, with the Cancer moon and rising,
Cancer moon.
when I
Whoop,
realized,
whoop.
okay, look, that's
That
soul
Cancer
sisters, right?
moon, girl.
You feel me? Like,
Girl.
you feel
Girl.
me? And
Girl.
so, with that being said, it's like hope is romantic,
Mm,
but I'm not a hopeless
mm, mm.
romantic. Like, I'm not for the romance. I'm for this real love. Like, I'm really for love. What that means is you're gonna get up and love yourself. Like, let
Yeah.
me show you the ways of love, and I
Yeah.
want you to repeat after me. I love me.
Yeah.
I love you. I love myself. I love you too. Like, I need you to say these things to
Mm.
yourself in the mirror. Because if
Yeah.
you're gonna say it to me, I need you to be saying it to you. Because
Yourself. Yeah.
if you don't love yourself, you you're definitely not loving me. Like, that's a fake love right there. I don't want it.
Yep.
But I need to see evidence of you loving yourself. But that love, when you pour out, when you come to somebody, you be like, look, this is what love, this is what love is. And I remember growing up and hearing Tina Turner's "What's Love Got to Do with It," and I was singing the heck out of it. I loved that movie, and,
Mm.
and I felt it on many many levels. Like, as a child and as an adult, many phases of her, and I and even RIP, um Tina Turner is like, she led me to chanting, and in these chants I received divine love. I received source love. I
Mm.
got to that level where nothing can penetrate me. Like, you can't alter me when I get in a state of bliss and love of
Yeah.
myself and with source. There's just no manipulating me.
Yeah.
And so what happens is others can be manipulated with the love, but not in a mischievous way, not in a negative
Yeah.
way. We are here to show you, like, this is how you can alchemize this energy or these demons that you were accepting, because they're not loving you.
Yeah.
That the seat, the ego, the pride, the misery that you're keeping, that self-hate that you're using on yourself, can be
Mm.
healed with love. And so when someone comes into your life, I'm not coming into your life with hugs and kisses. I'm coming in your life with swords and shields. Like, I'm about to kick
Yeah. I'm
that
about to
ass.
work. We about to
All
work.
right. I'm about to, yeah, okay. So just don't mistake this for something else.
Yeah. That's not
Hey, I'm
what's
about to,
happening
you
here.
know, I'm about to love
Yeah.
on you for real. Like, I'm
Yeah.
about to love on you for real. And so when we get,
Yeah.
when we get to it, like, when you surrender in love, that's when the love making, make love. When the love making starts to happen, and that's not a sexual thing, because
Yeah.
let's get to it. We are sexual beings. We meet at the sacral. We meet at the root. We do meet at the lower self. But if the lower self is loved and
Yeah.
healed, you're gonna get that spark of what
Yeah.
love tastes like. And so that's all you need is you just need a mustard seed of just a little drop,
Just a little
just a
drop.
little taste, just it. Let me give you a
Yeah.
little bit,
Just a
and
little
then
bit.
that's it. But like I said, I used to flood, like, look, I used to, I'd be like, look, I got so much love to give. I got so much love, love bomb you, and no, people would self
No.
destruct. They would go
Self
crazy.
destruct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, and so I'm taking accountability that
Yeah.
I did have imbalance with my love. So those
Yeah.
boundaries are really really important, so
Mm.
important. And the way you said it earlier about how you had to be mindful because people were spiraling out of control, like that, it was a trigger.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I I was confused about, like, why y'all not
I
out here loving.
I was confused, like in like the spiral and the trigger it for until I like really decoded what was happening and separated just the chaos and filtered through what was going on. I was so confused at how love could also trigger. And so I thought that I was doing something wrong. I thought that there was something wrong with my love. So I try to silence myself. I try to muzzle my love. I try to cage my love, but that's never the answer. It's walking away. But I would get into spaces where I was in silence, where I was then caged because I was trying not to harm. I was trying not to be harmful, but not realizing that it was not me that was causing the harm. I was exposing what was already there and what was already present. And they were having to face those things that I was triggering within them. But it wasn't me that was causing the wound. And and I would always question myself, like, what is it? What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? Tell me, what am I doing wrong? Like, what is it that I'm doing so that I can fix it because I want to love you right. But it was never that like I wasn't my the harm that I was causing was through love, and how can that make any sense? And so I had to like just rewire my whole understanding so that I wasn't like casting stones of judgment on my love, but I was
Hmm.
just understanding its mechanisms. I was understanding the way that it works, the way that love moves, the way that love shows up. And that is what really helped me to begin to really understand what love actually is. And I was like, oh, it ain't what I thought it was. I was like, love was nothing like what I thought it was. And so to be in a space now where I get to live and embody and be in this abundant love is such a gift. It's such a gift.
It is. Can you see me?
Oh, I
Am
can
I still?
hear you, but you're frozen.
I see.
Oh, wait, there
Am
you
I
go.
still?
You're back. You're back.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I can't see you.
Oh, you can't see me?
So
Can y'all see me? Let me see. I'm gonna move it.
give some hearts. Give some hearts if you can see
Get
her
somebody,
beautiful face on the
let us know
line.
what's happening. Can y'all see me?
Give some hearts, y'all. Give some hearts.
Let me
I
see.
can
Let
hear
me turn the
you.
camera on now. I know. Let me see.
Mm. Okay, hearts are coming through. Hearts are coming through. I don't know where you went. Let me see.
Oh, let me see. Maybe if I and then come back. How about now?
So, okay, yeah. Let me leave and come back.
Okay.
All right, y'all stay here.
We're not done, y'all. We're not done.
Not at all.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for the hearts. Thank y'all for the contribution to the conversation. We have Sacred Soundscapes that said, yes, dimming my emotions to go with the flow of others. Yeah. I love us. I love us too so much. I love me and I love you. Just excited to give my love away. Didn't care about the aftermath. Yeah, this is so beautiful. So much resonance for sure in this experience. If y'all have any questions, drop your questions in the chat as well, and we can dive into some of those as well. So if you guys have any questions about love, what love is, our experiences with love, if there's anything that's coming up, your questions are so welcome, so welcome. Let's see. Let's get my sis back in here. She left and came back. I'll give her a second. There we go. Let's see. Accept. This is so good. We gonna figure this out. Now my phone is being slow. Let me see. I'm gonna go down and then come back. We're gonna get this together, y'all. We're gonna give it like another 30 seconds. If I can't figure it out, I'm gonna jump off and we'll jump right back on so that we can continue to dive into this conversation. Here, let me see. Let me try and invite you. Okay, let's try this. Tell me if you get the invite. I just sent you an invite. Woo! I got really hot. Except, come on, Instagram. There we go.
And we're back.
Woo! And we
And
back.
we're back. Look,
We are back.
the conversation was getting too intense there
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
second.
yeah.
But I'm here for it. I'm so grateful
So
to
am
be
I.
here. Um, so greetings everybody. Hey everyone. Um, what is the where do we leave off on? Are we doing Q&A with the audience?
Yeah, so I gave a call for Q&A if anyone has any questions. No one's dropped anything yet. So if there are any questions, y'all, like, feel free to ask. Like, your questions, your energy helps to propel the conversation. And so if there are any questions or anything that you have, any sentiments you want to share, drop them in the conversation because this is a sacred conversation and it's between us and y'all. And so we'd love to hear your thoughts and your experiences as well. Before the interruption, we were really just diving into the idea of how love itself can be harmful if not used with discernment, not used with boundaries,
That's right.
and in the way that it taking accountability for the way that we show up in our love. It reminds me of the quote that it says like something along the lines of like it's all around the same thing of like heavy is the crown or he who something like has like a lot of responsibility. So just like the idea of when you access divinity in many of ways, but
That's right.
specifically in love, as we're talking about, that you have a certain sense of obligation and responsibility for the power that you now wield.
That's right.
And that comes through the lessons, it comes through the journey, it comes through the understanding and the discerning of the gift. But once you really understand your gift, your divine gift, your soul purpose, like
Right,
the
right.
fire, the power within you, the I within
Mm,
you, once you get to that space of connecting with that, you have a responsibility to hold space for that gift and
hmm
that power with integrity. And so learning that in the process, because
Yeah.
even I'm not religious, but I grew up Christian, and one of the quotes, one of the Bible verses that's coming up in my mind is the gifts are given without repentance. And so
Mm,
we've always had it. We've
right.
always been it. It's always been who we were.
Yes.
And so once you learn how to wield it,
hmm
oh, the potency of that gift shifts and changes. And love, love as
Yeah.
your gift,
Right.
infinite love as
Right.
the gift that you have. Wow, what a blessing.
It
What a
is.
blessing, a divine blessing. Yeah.
It is. I used to say my love is a gift and a curse.
Mm-hmm.
I used to say that all the time. And this moment right now, I retract all those statements from
Mm,
all versions of
mm,
myself.
mm,
Yeah, I do. It's because,
Ashe.
like I say, oh, it's because like this is not the narrative I want to continue.
Mm,
Um,
I
because
received
I
that.
realize, yeah, I realize that it is actually a gift, like you're saying. It's very powerful. And it's just the knowing of how to apply your gifts, when to apply your gifts, and realizing you even have gifts.
That part.
Um, you know,
Yeah.
period. And so like I used to like be so mad at, I get so upset and emotional. It's like, why do I have to be like this? Like, why do I have to love
Yeah.
people like regardless?
Yeah.
Like literally someone is like literally harming me and like harming me, like doesn't want me to exist anymore. And I'm just like, I just love you. I'm like, who does that? You know, who does that?
That
But then when I
resonate.
realized, right, right. But you said it earlier, is that love can trigger. You know, you could use that love. You know, Captain Planet, heart. You could use that power of love to vanish all things, you know, that no longer serve, that are not meant for greatest good of
Mm,
all on
mm,
the planet. You know, you can use that power of your love. At the right moment, you apply that love,
yeah.
it, look,
Oh.
saved my life, saved my life. At the very
Mm,
the precise moment of applying your love, it will save your life. And so just knowing that you have the gifts, you are equipped, using keywords, you know, that you have these things in your bag, you
mm,
know, and pulling them out when it's time, your sword of love. Um, and when to put it up, put
mhm,
it away, and just
mhm,
like just me,
mhm,
you know,
mhm.
receiving, giving love, being in the love, being out the love, you know, being marinating in it. It's not romance. That's the thing about it. It's not romance. And so I was just like looking for love in all the wrong places. Oop.
Yeah.
And I found myself by myself looking for love still. And I was just like, wait, I thought love was over here.
Mm.
Man, to go over here. Love's not over there. And then I was like, well, let me look over here. And then, you know what? I was like, you know, Source was like, look, I told you, you should have known love wasn't over there. But
That
when
part.
Source said, right, like that was a dead giveaway. But once I sat down and I was like, man, what am I doing wrong? What am I
Yeah.
doing wrong? You know, ask yourself that question. Y'all in the audience, like those who are seeking love outside
Yeah.
of yourselves, what do you think you're doing wrong? I'm just gonna repeat that question. Those who are seeking love outside of yourself, what do you
Mm.
think you are doing wrong? You know, and I had no choice but to sit
Yeah.
still.
Yeah.
You know, like shout out plugging in my latest piece, self love, 4 a.m. 4 a.m. is when you know you sit still and everything's quiet,
Yeah.
and all you have is your thoughts. All you
Yeah.
have is source. All you have is a pen and a pad, and you know just let it all out. And so sitting in those moments of stillness and silence and solace, I was like, you know, I'm been loving on me. And
Yeah.
like nobody else is doing that.
Yeah.
You know? I've been spending this time loving on me and I like it. Like please
Yeah.
do not disturb. We in here doing some things. Like, you know, it's real love going on in here. It's
Yeah.
getting steamy.
Real love. Yeah.
You know? Right? And so when I discovered that it was an accident, like
Mm.
that was not on I didn't do it on purpose. You
Yeah.
know, like I wasn't intentionally looking to love myself. Like
Mm.
it was just it just happened that way. And so, you know, I just fell in love with myself and I started
Yeah.
flying in love with myself.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, I would marry me. I could do me.
Yeah. I can do me. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she all
Yeah.
right. Like
Yeah.
yeah, I can get with this.
Mm.
And anyone that comes along gotta get with this too. Gotta get with the same programming.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
can't if you can't love me like I love me, then what are you here for?
Yeah.
And if I don't know how to love myself, I can't teach you, I can't show you, I can't learn you, none of those things. And so that's just where it's at. Using your own medicine, knowing when to put your sword down shoulder, knowing when to, you know, analyze the PTSD of love and going through the therapy. Um oh, that's pin that one. That's a good comment that we can revisit.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, just knowing when to like just sit still and say, okay, I'm a love on me. I come first, and it's okay. That's okay. That's
That's
another way of weaponizing your love.
okay.
It's okay.
Whew.
It's safe. You know, it's pure. This is all right. I was so uncomfortable with loving myself out loud.
Yeah.
Very uncomfortable. Like it was so uncomfortable. It's like, please don't hurt me for loving me. You
Yeah.
know? And I was hurt a lot for loving myself. Like at any moment I have confidence, I was hurt. Like I was physically hurt, mentally, so like psychologically hurt
Mm,
for loving myself and
mm,
not knowing that I was doing that. Like I
mm,
didn't even know as a young child, and just
mm,
as that
mm,
never
mm,
receiving love from my
mm,
parents unless I did something good.
mm.
And so the validation, right? Growing up,
Yeah,
I was like, I just got to keep doing it, and it growing into that mode of this is what love is supposed to look like because really didn't see it growing up. Like I saw a lot of what was supposed to be love, but it wasn't. And
yeah,
this is the generation that's showing us real pure love. Our
yeah.
children, the youth of today are showing us love, like just pure love,
Love.
joy, bliss, and
Yeah,
that, and I received that, but growing up, I did not. And so I was really confused on what I'm looking for or what I'm supposed to accept. So if you hit me, talk crazy to me, if you cheat on me, whatever, this is love. Like
mm.
you love
Hmm.
me. Like, okay, you really love me. Like
Yeah.
because it's what I
I
saw.
one of the things that showed up for me a lot was like when someone wanted to control me or like possess me, I thought that was love. I'm like, oh, you love me so much
Yeah,
that you want me to be yours. You want to control me and possess me and hold on to me so tight. I thought that was love
right.
for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hit on something so powerful earlier about being like loving yourself being dangerous and like ending up in spaces and situations that were harmful to you simply for loving yourself and not even being aware that you were loving yourself. And it brings back so much just resonance to, I would say, not the beginning of my journey, but the beginning of like my conscious journey where I like really woke up, which was about 3, 4 years ago. And I was beginning to make intentional choices regarding myself. I was beginning to look at my environment. How do I feel? Prior to that moment of time in my life, I was always worried about how other people feel. I never considered me.
Right.
So it was always about like, how are my actions and my choices affecting other people? And when I got to the point of like, no, what about me? What about what I need? What about what I desire? What about what I want? What about what hurts me? When I
That's right.
got to that point of really looking at and assessing those things, and then I started making choices and decisions based on what I was discovering, I was exiled from groups. I was isolated from groups. I was cast stones of judgment. I was lied on, lied about. I was painted as this evil villain, this
Yeah.
selfish
Yeah.
individual who didn't care about anyone but herself. And it was so challenging because despite that, despite the response to me learning to love myself, I continued forth anyways. I
That's
continued
right.
forth anyways because I said, you know what? It hurts more not to. This
Yeah.
hurts, and this
That's right.
hurts bad,
Yes.
but it hurts more to stay. It hurts more to stay silent. It hurts more to not speak up. I would rather, it literally got to the point where I was like, I would rather die than
Mm.
be muzzled,
Mm-hmm.
than continue to self-sacrifice myself in spaces and situations and put myself last, hang myself on the cross. I was like, I won't do it.
Ooh,
And so if by me walking forth in love for myself causes me to then be a martyr on the journey,
that's
then
right.
I'll take that over staying here. I won't stay here. I won't continue to do this because I've seen. And once you see, you can't unsee. And
You can't.
the pain of continuing to hold on to something once you have seen the truth is unbearable. And so I
That's
said, I
right.
will go. I will go. I will go. And I just kept leaning into divinity. I just kept leaning into God.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's not fair, but I trust this and I trust you. I don't get it. This is so torturous. Why am I being punished for loving this just whatever I was feeling. I was angry, but I trust you, and I trust this. I
Yes. Yes.
trust you, and I
Yes.
trust this.
Yes.
I
Yes.
trust you, and I trust this.
Yes.
And I just kept walking
Yes.
one foot in front of the other, and I kept walking away, and I kept shedding layers of my identity that needed to go, relationships that
Mm-hmm.
needed to go, environments that needed to go, situations that need to go, and I just kept walking one foot in front of the other.
Yes.
Even when I didn't understand the journey or the path that I was on, I just kept choosing love. I kept choosing
Yes.
truth. And then
Yes.
eventually, just almost at the brink of giving up, at the moment of surrender. Oh, I wrote a piece about this where I was like, the moment that I realized that giving up was actually surrender. And
Yes.
because I was taught to be strong, I was taught never to quit. I was taught
Yes.
to hold on. I didn't know how to surrender. But the moment I gave up and I said, fine, fine. I threw my
Have
hands
it.
up. I said, fine, have it. Have it
Mm-hmm.
all. Take it. I don't want it. In internally, it felt like giving up. But on the other side of it, I was like, I can finally breathe.
Breathe.
I can
Breathe.
finally breathe. Now we can work. Now we
Yes.
can do the work. That was just the threshold to love. And
Yes.
then the work began. Then the
Yes.
nurturing began, the mending began, the
Yes.
rebuilding began. Then love was able to do what love does.
Yes.
But it wasn't until I got to that point, and I'm like, now I'm like, I'm here in this space, and it's so interesting because people always talk about like the concept of the journey never ending, right? Like the journey being a forever journey. And I understand the sentiment, I understand like the narrative of where it comes from. Like you never arrive, you're always discovering and rediscovering. I get that. But there is a place. There is a
Yes.
place that you do get to.
Yes.
There is a place of certainty
Yes.
and a space of understanding. And it's not, once again, the same as love. It's not what you think it is. It's
Right.
not what you think it is, but there is a place.
Yes.
There's a place that exists that you don't question it anymore. You don't waver back and forth. You're so resolved. When you are sitting in divine love, you are resolved
That's
in
right.
whatever is happening. And that
That's
place is
right.
real. That the
Yes, it
narrative
is.
of like constantly this repetitive cycle of like having to be on this loop de loop de loop forever. I rejected that narrative, and once I rejected that narrative, I found the place that I get to call home now within me.
Yes.
The place, and no one can take that from you once you find it. And
Right.
it's so powerful. It's so powerful and so divine.
It is. It is. That's a divine love. And
Yeah.
gratitude for allowing, me into that space,
Mm.
sharing that space with me. And, and I share my space with you. That's because we meet there. When we meet there,
Yeah.
we let down our guard.
Mm.
We relax, we study word no more. And that in itself is heaven. That's very heavenly. It's being in paradise and just being in a place of bliss.
Mm.
And that's what you're fighting for.
Mm.
That's what you're fighting for. I'm
Yeah.
not fighting each other, and it's like on different dimensions, we are fighting a fight of love. And it looks different on each plane. That
Yeah.
plane of, like you said, we're all on our way. My master teacher
Mm-hmm.
always says this.
Mm-hmm.
We're all on the way. The way is, however you get there. Just get there.
Yeah.
But you have to realize that you are going somewhere. A lot of people
Yeah.
like, I'm just going nowhere fast. I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I retract that statement. I know where I'm going. I know, being in the knowing, because the spark of love told you, it whispered to you, hey, there's more to this. There's
Yeah.
more to you. There's more to this. And love, the spirit of love it's gonna come to you, and it's not gonna leave you alone. You'll lose your mind. You'll lose everything. You lose people, and you're like, why can't I find my person? Why nobody love me? Da 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 da. Well, at the end of the day, the divine source has been there the whole time, and you keep rejecting and rejecting and rejecting because you first were rejected.
Mm.
But if you were born in love, you were loved first, then you come here be a soldier of love, a speaker of peace, a messenger, an angel on this plane of, hey, this is what love is. This, we should love. We should be loving. But people take that as, what are you talking about? My, what? Why are you saying these things?
Yeah.
And you'll be long gone before they realize that they experienced love.
Love. Yeah.
Long gone
Long
before they,
gone.
you know. And that's why I was like, I had to realize that, hey, love people where they're at, leave a little bit of love, keep it moving.
Yeah.
Don't stay there where they're at
Yeah.
if they're not willing to be on the way with you, because if they
Yeah.
if they get on that path
I'm
with
on
you,
my way
and
to
you
love.
know on the way to love,
Ooh,
like
I'm on my
what,
way
like
to love. You jumping
period.
on? You jumping on
Yeah,
the
you with
train? You
this
coming?
frequency,
You in the caravan? You caravanning with me? Where we
right?
going? I know where I'm going. Where you going? You coming?
Yeah, I'm coming with you.
Yeah.
That's that trust. Immediately, y'all on the line, like immediately, the trust that we saw in each other's eyes
Mm,
is like we knew
we
kindred.
knew.
Like we knew right away. It's like, oh, you about that love. Okay,
Yep.
you about that freedom. You about that
Yep.
life. So
Yep.
so I'm where we going. I'm
Where
with
we
it.
going?
Where I trust you. And so coming from not trusting and being in unsafe spaces and stuff like that, trust is key to keep the love alive, to keep that spark going, to
Mm,
keep it to the point of ascension. And once you ascend in love, you have to trust that you can fly. You have to trust that. You have to trust that your wings are going to actually keep you going, keep you ascending to the point of bliss, abundance, heaven. You know,
mm,
fallen angels fall for a reason. And the people say all the time, oh, I'm falling in love with you. Well, yeah, okay. Falling in love means, yeah, we're gonna get to the sex part. We're gonna get to the passionate part. We're gonna get to the physical being. But at the end of the day, there's something down there that we need to get. What
yeah.
is that? Why are we falling in love for each other? What are we
Mm,
retrieving? And once we find
mm,
that, once we get that,
mm,
how we gonna keep it alive? How we gonna multiply it? How are we going to expand? How are we going to protect it? How are we going to keep it together tight? How are we going to make this bond and this union one until we two
mm,
become one? How are we going to do that? These
mm,
lessons come from source only, and that comes from you tapping in and knowing. And so putting that in a box, putting it in the cage, and I just want it for myself, possession,
mm.
all these things is how you fall back.
Back. Yep.
you
Yep.
know, and you just keep falling until you realize that, okay, that's surrender together. I
Yeah.
see you. I
Yeah.
love you, my sister. I love you so much.
Mm,
I love you so much. I love you, my brothers, my divines. I love you so much from the depth of my soul. Let's
mm.
ascend. Let's ascend together. Let's reach this promised
Yeah.
land, because I know a place, right?
Because I know a
Like, look,
place.
I know a
Because I
place. Like,
know a
look,
place. And
period.
you
Like,
you mentioned that the idea of trust, because I also recognize that being a leader on the journey, being one of the ones that went first, that has gone first, and that went first alone, that went first without guidance. I know that I'm also called to usher in others,
that's
to
right.
help guide others, to be a hand, a light for
That's right.
others,
That's
and
right.
that alone requires trust from
That's right.
those that you are called to guide, those that you are called to lead.
That's right.
And that had become once a boundary, like we mentioned before, a boundary of my love. You have to
Mm,
trust me.
that's
You
right.
have to trust me. Even
Yeah.
if you do not understand, you have to trust me that
Trust.
I know a place.
That's right.
See me. See
See
me for
me.
who I am.
That's
See
right.
me. And if you see me, that'll be enough. But you have to see me.
Right.
Don't. I always show up as such a mirror for others. And I'm like, until you can pierce through your own reflection and see me, you will miss it. You will
Yeah.
miss it. You will miss
Mm.
it. And then you'll realize it. And as you mentioned earlier, I will be long gone.
Out of it.
I will be long gone. The residence of my love will still be there because you'll remember. You'll
Yeah.
remember what it tasted like. You'll remember what it felt
Mm-hmm.
like. And God willing, it can be a light that continues to guide you home.
That's
It
right.
can be a light. It can be a source that you
Yeah.
know. Oh, she did know a place.
Yeah.
she
Exactly.
did.
She was
She
right.
did. She was
She was
right.
right.
Yeah.
You know, thank me later.
Yeah.
You don't even have to. You
You
don't even
don't
have.
even
You
have
don't.
to.
You don't
You
have
don't
to.
even have to. You don't even have to. Because I know love.
Yes,
I already know
right. Because I know.
love. Yeah.
I know it. Peace, Venus.
Hi, Venus,
I
my
because I
love.
know. Yes, because I know for a fact.
Because I
Uh,
know.
I trust in love. Like I believe. I'm a believer. I am a servant. Like look, I am. Period. In love
Mm,
with the fact that love has saved my life.
mm,
And if it never saved my life, I wouldn't be coming to you
mm,
with this message, you know? So obviously that's something that you need.
mm,
Something that you need. Something you need. And so when I see this in people and I see the assignment,
mm.
because I'm way past like just hooking up and just like we just gonna be married, you know. Break that down, first of all. Break that down, first of all. But the fact that I see the assignment, like, okay, so if I am love and this individual is resonating with me, where in love are they resonating with? Is
Mm,
it a lower
mm,
chakra? Is it a higher chakra? Where is this love resonating?
mm.
Is it in the throat chakra? Like we just don't speak affirmations of love to each other because I could speak love to you all day. You know, I'm a poet. You know,
Right.
you know,
Got you. I
it
got
might
you
be a
on
love
that,
game.
but
You know,
yeah. Easy.
are you thinking about this love? Is this opening up your eye? Are you creating this
This is
love? Are you
good.
where are we going with this love? Because
This is
we resonate
good.
somewhere, you know. And is this going to ignite you to the point of being alive, of living?
Mm,
Is this going to save your life? Because that's what
mm,
it is. Like I'm an angel of love. Like,
mm.
look, I'm not really here. Like what you see right here is not
She's,
really it's not really real. It's an
yeah,
illusion. But the
yeah,
sound of my voice, the vibration, the frequency I'm on is pure love.
yeah,
And so you can't kill me twice. You know, love got me already.
yeah.
You know, love got me already. And so like the surrendering part, I say, oh, the surrendering part of love is like the death angel. I'm just gonna touch on that a little bit. Um because some of you know my piece that death is alive. And it was me experiencing death that saved my life. The death and life, and knowing that there is a pure love in between there that keeps them together, you know. And so crossing over and experiencing death
Mm,
and then coming back from that, it was love that saved me from going to a dark place. And so
mm,
you can be in love in that dark place. And how is that experience for you? How is that experience
mm,
going to be for you in that dark place? But then being in love in the light and out in the
mm,
open, how is that experience?
mm.
You know, because Doja Cat, that's I'm gonna shout her out. It's just like I want to show you off, you know, and it's like it's not that to me. What resonates with me is it's not that I want to show you off for ego purposes. I want to show the world
What?
what I have gone through to
Yeah,
get to
yeah,
you, to get to you. You
yeah.
know, yeah,
Mm,
it's just that part for
mm,
me. It's just that part for me. It's like the depths of my love is I came back for you. I came back for you. And so
mm,
yeah,
mm.
and if some right, you know, you feel me? It's if like I meet you in a dark place and you have no idea what love feels like, and I sit with you
Yeah,
in this place, you know, and you follow me. We on the way to the light. We on the way to love. But if I sit there with you, that's first and foremost. I showed you my love already. I
yeah,
revealed to you my card already.
yeah. Because I'm
So there's no
here.
question because I'm here.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and that phrase, what you said, I'm here. Um, I used to like ask my partner all the time. I was like, my masculine partner. I was like, how do you know you love me? Like I don't feel your love. Like, you know, and this is I'm look, I learned many lessons through my unions. It's just like, how do you know that you love me? Because you're not showing me you love me. Like, show me. I'm looking for romance, right?
Mm,
Show me you love me. Like, show me you care.
mm.
I do because I'm here. I'm like, what does that mean? Like, nah, that ain't it. Like, I need more
I
than
need
that.
more than that. What you mean? I'm here too.
Right. What we doing
What
here?
we doing
Like,
here,
right.
right?
And so being here, being present, that right there, that part.
Mm.
This is like being here while you evolve, while you break down, while you
Mm.
cry, while you chisel away, while you
Mm.
evolve, while you discover
Mm.
yourself, while you show the many
Oh, that
faces
is
of you.
love.
That's love.
That's
That's love. So I'm so
love.
grateful. I'm very grateful for that. And
Mm.
that's just the mirror of what I was projecting, right? And so now I know that being present is love. Now I
Mm.
know that that's love, you know, but I'm not going to be present if you're not giving me love. If
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
taking my love, that's a different
Yeah.
story, you know. So I was there in that space of I'm here while you're taking my love from me.
Yeah.
But versus I'm here while you're giving me love. Take
Mm.
this love
Mm.
versus receive this love. I can give you love all day,
Mm.
but receiving this love. Can
Can
you receive love?
you receive?
Like just sit still real quick and just receive this love, everybody. Just receive it.
Mm.
How does that feel? Just receive it. Being present, being here, and receiving love. How does that feel on you? It makes us uncomfortable, but it's okay to be loved. It's okay to be in the presence of just pure love, loving yourself and like nobody else can, and just receiving that. And then source opens up and show you so much love around you. You have a tribe of people just to say, I love you. I love you. I
Mm.
love you. How long can you take that? How long can you take
How
that?
long?
You
Yeah.
know, that's a
Yeah.
charge right there.
Yeah.
That's a huge charge. And so how long have you been missing that? And going
Mm.
just walking around just not receiving those, depleting yourself. I receive. That's a powerful affirmation. I receive
I receive.
gratitude, love. I receive. I receive. I give, I receive. This is the topic I was talking about this earlier. I receive and I give, practicing the balance of those things. I,
Mm. I
I love
receive.
you.
I love
I
you.
love you.
I love you. I love you. I
I
love
love
you.
you.
Ooh,
Yes,
I
I
love
do.
you.
I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I do.
I do. Like I
I do. I
really
love you.
do. Yeah.
Yes. Mhm. Mhm.
Mm.
Yes. It's
Mm.
so good. It's
Yes.
so good.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
you
Yes.
don't
I
have me on here
love you.
crying, just me.
This has
I
been
do.
so good.
Yes.
It's been so good. It's been so deep. It's been so just affirming and reflective and like gratitude,
Yes.
infinite gratitude
Much
for being here in this
gratitude.
space for me, for reflecting this heart space with me, this love with me, for being a mirror with me and for me.
Yes. Yes.
Um, because it's not often. It's not often
No.
that I come across souls that are able, capable, ready, and also in the same space to be able to receive this love, to give this type of love, to be in this type of love. And so in moments like this, it's an honor. And it is
Yes.
a reflection of the journey that I have walked. It's a reflection of the scars that I have bore. It's a reflection of the lessons that I have learned. It's a reflection of the trials that I have persevered
Yes.
through. It's a reflection of the truths that I have spoken. It's a reflection of the things that I have
Yes.
walked away from. It is a
Yes.
reflection of the things that I have given away. It is a reflection of the love that I have gave. It is a
Yes.
reflection of the resilience that I have cultivated. It is a
Yes.
reflection of my journey. And it is just an honor. And I come back to something you mentioned earlier of how love is a gift. It truly is a gift to be in this space, and all of it, all of it was worth it.
Yes.
All of it was worth it.
Yes.
All of it was worth it.
It
And
is.
now I get to be in this space of being with my love,
Yes.
being with the expression of my love. And oh, what will I create? Oh, what will I create? What will I see? What will I do? What will I be now from this space of understanding, from
Yes.
this space of
Yes.
beingness? And
Yes.
yeah, this was special, like very special. This is special.
Yes.
And I'm so grateful. Like, it's like words are escaping me. We know I can talk. We know I always got words. I always got words, and I'm at a loss for them right now in this moment. Um, I
I
can't,
definitely feel
like,
you.
it doesn't even, like, I can't even, like, utter what it means to me. There's no, it just is. It
It
just
is.
is.
It
It
just
just
is.
is. It just is.
It, it's we're not talking about it. We're being about it now. You know,
Yeah.
uh, I can show you better than tell you, and that's how you know
Yeah.
you're ascending in the love, because when you there's no words, just vibration.
Mm,
Subscribing to this frequency,
mm.
it just is. Okay, Isis come through. It just
It just
is.
is.
It is.
Oof.
Hmm. You know,
Mm.
being
It
in
just
that.
is.
Be be with my love. Be with my love. Be love. And that's, we have to get past that being falling in love, and I just want to have love. Like, we have to get past possession and conditions and this low vibrations of love, the lower
Mm,
levels of love.
mm,
That's what we're fighting for.
mm.
Forgive. Let me turn the lights back on. That's what we're
Mm.
fighting for, and since we don't have to fight anymore,
Yeah.
no more fighting. No more fighting
Yeah.
it. I surrender.
Yeah. I
I surrender
surrender.
to you. I
Yeah.
surrender. Like,
Yeah.
the creator, the creator is giving us the power to be the creator. It's
Mm,
giving us the opportunity to be the creator
mm,
uh, that
mm,
we came here to be.
mm.
And the ultimate thing that you have to do is love yourself. You have to love yourself first,
Yeah.
but you have to love. But being that what you came here to be, just be it.
Yeah.
Just be it.
Just beat it. Yeah.
Just be it.
Yeah,
And
I'm
that you'll attract
so
what you are.
excited. Yeah, this is so it's I'm just I'm here for all of it, for the entire experience. And shameless plug, me and another soul sister of mine are creating an experience. We have our first beta November 18th in Cali in Riverside, and it's called Is It
Oh,
Love? And it's all about exploring the questions that we ponder in regard to love. So whether you are in the throes of love, whether you are seeking love, or whether you are healing and grieving from the impacts of love, it is a space and an opportunity to witness
yes,
the sacred expression of love through music, through poetry, through sound. And it is going to be this luxury, just beautiful experience that really shows what love is in all angles, in the food that we eat, in the music that we listen to, in the conversations that we have. And we're going to be taking a series of artists who express love in their music, and we talked about this.
yes, we
Key will
did.
probably be one, will definitely be one of the artists in our 2024 tour, as
Let's
we
go.
continue to plan for it, of expressing what love is. And it's going to be so dope because we're going to record a music video. So everyone is going to get to experience live production of a song. So we'll be live recording a song and then also filming a music video at the experience, at the event, reproducing it. And then you get to be not only do you get to witness expressions of love, you get to also participate in the creation of love
That
through
part.
creative mediums. You get to be a part of the experience through conversation and dialogue. And so we're really just taking the concept and the understanding of what love is and creating this sanctuary, creating this haven that allows you to connect with love in an infinite amount of ways. And so we're starting in Cali on November 18th, but next year we're going to be around. And so stay plugged in, get tapped in so we know where to go. So we know what states y'all are calling in. We know what places. Drop where you guys are at in the comments. Let us know what states
Yeah,
you are from, because it's gonna be
yeah.
it's gonna
And
be yeah.
you already know you already know you coming to Texas with it.
Uh,
Like, you already know.
you already know. that's like a given. Yeah, for sure. I feel like the energies that I'm feeling are Texas, Atlanta, Cali for sure. I feel a subtle resonance with Seattle. Um, and so those are kind of the places that have been resonating. Texas, Atlanta, possibly Florida, have been the ones that have been coming up. But for sure, Cali, Los Angeles specifically, San Diego and
Let's
Cali,
go.
as well, and then Texas, Dallas, Texas for
Let's
sure,
go.
and
Let's
then
go.
Atlanta. And so those are the places that are in resonance right now. And so super excited for what that'll be and transform into. And that's all that we doing now. Now that we here is creating and expressing love. And we get
That's
to
it.
have fun. We get to play. We get to
Yes.
do it in a way that is just so over abundant and it's fun and it's fly and it's sexy and it just releases all of the boxes that we have put love in and we get to just exist in it and
Yes.
experience it. So it's gonna be super dope. We're gonna be launching it maybe in a couple days. I'm doing all the marketing and stuff right now, but as soon as the website and stuff is done, we're gonna have our first little rollout. So tap in, support. You guys can follow it at is it, let me put it in here, is it dot love. The page is private right now because I like to do a grand entrance. Um, I like to be over the top with things because it's fun to
Oh
do
no, no, it's no, it's none of that. It's none of that. It
right.
is you. That's how you show up. That's
That's
how
how
you
I
show
show
up.
up. Yeah. So
Nothing
definitely
wrong with
tap
it.
in. Definitely, I received that. I received that. Definitely tap in and connect with that page. Also, go ahead and follow both of us if you're not following either one of us. And if there are no questions, I'll give you guys like a sec. If anyone has any questions or anything that you want to have answered, I'm going to open up space and opportunity for that. But as we get ready to wrap this beautiful conversation up, this divine conversation up, I do want to give you, Key, just the opportunity to share any final sentiments, any final words of sentiments with those that are watching and those that will be catching the replay. And then we'll see if there's any questions, and then we will go ahead and say goodnight.
I just want to say, love yourself so much that you find yourself in love
Mm,
with you, and you never stop loving you.
mm,
Love. That's what I want to say. That's what I want to say to everybody is that self love, plugging in again. If you have not, do listen to my piece, streaming everywhere. Self love 4 a.m. is that's the key to everything. Love yourself first. Tap into source. Tap into the divine love that is all around you. It's so abundant. It's
yeah.
so abundant. Like it don't run out. It doesn't run out. There's no limit on it. So definitely invite you to plug in on that. As we we call this sad season, the seasonal affective disorder season. Those who know what that means, October is a trigger month for me. I experienced a huge trauma during this month on Halloween,
Mm,
some time ago, and I survived that. So I want anyone who is dealing with anything of that nature, grief, PTSD, sad disorder, anyone that's dealing with any of those things, do reach out to one of us. Reach out to one
yeah,
of us. Reach
please
out to
do.
your family, your support system, your group chat. Reach out to somebody. You don't have to be in that space alone, but it is a huge opportunity for you to experience divine love. It is a huge opportunity for you to come out of that and excel and share your story. Let somebody know what you've been through so you can help them get through. Each one teach one, grab a hand, and it's pull and push until we get there. And that's love.
Mm,
That's all I wanted to say. That's love. Don't
mm,
try me.
don't
Don't
try
try
me.
me because I will lay these hands of love on you. Don't do it.
Yeah,
Mess
that
around and
part.
find out. I will piece with a piece, okay?
Right,
I will
kind
let you
not
know real quick.
nice. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I am not
I
nice, but I'm
not
nice with these hands though.
nice.
I am not nice. No, not at
Yeah,
all. Yeah.
yeah,
I don't have to say nothing to you. I don't have to be mean to you. I don't have to do those things. I
exactly.
will kindly leave you alone wherever you're at. with love. I'll
Mm.
leave you right there.
Yep.
Sure will.
Yep. Yep. I'll leave it right where I found you.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, peace,
Mm.
peace.
Peace, infinite
Thank you,
gratitude, infinite
everyone.
thanks.
Yeah,
Thank you for everyone that joined, and thank you so much, my soul sister, for being a part of this experience. So much love,
you're
so
most
much
welcome.
love, so much love.
Received, received, received.